Good morning. Today is May 12th, my mama's birthday. Glare, 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 everywhere, glare, glare. Today we're going to be making Veal Genovese. It's an oldie but goodie. Some people might think that it comes from Genoa, but it's more a Neapolitan dish. As you would say in Italian American, nabladan. It has caramelized onions, veal cooked till tender, and white wine. Those are the main ingredients. You can add other things like garlic, and I'll be adding a couple other things, but those are the main things in the dish. And the onion is the star. The caramelized onion, it becomes sweet. Stick around and I'll show you how I make it. How old is she gonna be? She's gonna be years old. First, we're going to cut up some onion and get that in the pan so it can cook low and slow and caramelize. Or if you're from Philly, you say caramelize. But I never like that. I always like to say caramelize. Maybe because it's got my name in it, but not really. I just like to say words properly if I can. I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm just saying with the words. Let's get the pot on, the pan. Low. Put it on the low. Okay, now we're gonna get some olive oil and some butter. We're gonna put a little butter in there. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, maybe 2, I don't know, 2 to 3. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay, now we're gonna cut the onion. Remember, it's the star of the dish. It's supposed to be cut thin and small. Not the thinnest like cut onions, but pretty thin. Remember, the onion is the star of the dish, so treat it well. I'm sorry about that glare. That's kind of annoying me. Cut them like medium small, okay? Not too tiny, because like I said, you know, they do have to make an appearance. I mean, if you're a star, you make an appearance, right? Okay. You don't want to blend in, you know what I'm saying? If you're a star, you want to stand out. So there's joy in the house of the Lord. We all all of it. All of it. All of it. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. Anything you dropped on the floor, throw in the sink. Don't be nasty. Okay. The rest goes in. Let's see, we got everything in there? Yes, ma'am. Putting a little bit of garlic. Hang on. I don't like this one, it's too thick. It's thinner. I like it a lot. It feels good in my hands. We're gonna cut up some garlic that I already have prepared, okay? I have to use this before it goes bad because it's really getting a little weird. We'll see. There's joy in the house of the Lord. Pretty small. Every year on my mother's birthday, she asks for strawberry shortcake. And every year I try to get a different one, or make it. One year we were doing paleo and I made a paleo strawberry shortcake. I mean, it was good when you're not, it's good when you're not eating sugar, but I wouldn't give it to anybody that I like. I'm just saying. After trying it. It was a labor of love before I tried it, okay? So all you could ask for is to try. Or there is no try, only do. Am I right? It's so true, though. It's either you do or you don't. And if you do and you fail, you still did it, okay? I think I'll do the 4th little one. Does anybody else's stove hum and drive you crazy? Since that is on low and slow, you can add the garlic. I mean, normally you have to wait until you're ready to go on to the next step to put the garlic in so it doesn't burn. But since it's on so low, it's just gonna marry really well. Wipe your area, okay? Now what we're gonna do is put some carrots. Well, carrots. It is necessary to peel the carrots in the sink and then ask your daughter to do the dishes, especially because she doesn't like to touch wet food. Okay, I don't know how many carrots we'll need. We're gonna cut these carrots small We're gonna dice them, okay? If you want proper wordage, we're gonna dice. We're gonna dice them real nice. This can be tedious. I know I have tools that will help me do it faster, but again, sometimes you think you're working smarter and not harder, but then I gotta clean it. And that's one thing I really don't like to do is clean the dishes. It's like so annoying. All right, good. We're getting a little sizzle. Somebody didn't finish cutting the onions. I have to do everything around here. Drip, 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 drip. If you see my husband, please ask him to fix that faucet. Also, if you see my mother, wish her a happy birthday, okay? Also, veal is another thing that I'm sometimes skeeved out by. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, yummy veal, veal scallopine, veal whatever. And then sometimes I'm like, you guys just eat the veal. All right, well, we cut too much. Remember, the onion is the star of this dish, so we cut too much. We cut too much. But we can use it as a snack. Today's summer berry. Put a little salt and pepper in there. The only thing is when you cook onions like this, low and slow, your clothes will start to smell like it. I'm probably gonna have to get changed. Oh, while we're waiting for that to caramelize, we are going to cut the veal smaller. I like smaller pieces. This is a great way to have a classic Italian dish without all the calories or carbs, because most classic Italian dishes have lots and lots of carbs in them. Wrap that and put it away because we're cleaning as we go, remember? Remember? Get out your frustration. Sometimes the days can be frustrating. Believe me, I know. Especially when you have a lot going on. Put this away. These onions are having a party. Everybody singing, dancing to the music on the radio. Now guess what? I will put the fan on because I don't want to smell like onions. Guess what came today? My gloves. The medium ones. I know it looks like sausage and casing, but again, it's doing the job. Guess what? That butter in there will help make those onions really soft. It's like slathering yourself in cream. The butter is the cream. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the veal. Anything that looks suspicious, we're gonna cut that off of it too. My son's home from college. Say hello, everyone. Buddy, get away from the food. Are you serious? Oh, onions, gotta be cut. Please stop. It doesn't matter how old they get or how big they get.
We're always going to want to help in the kitchen.
Yeah, always willing to. Where's my fingers? Help. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm from the Midwest, don't you know? Oh yeah. The onions are bathing. They're having a hot tub. If you see me today and I smell like onions, know why.
Slop.
My son thinks that I make slop. He likes to say things to trigger people, but I've learned. Trigger damage! If you're cutting things with scissors, don't look away. Oh, you left that damn thing dripping.
Oh, there's dust in it. Like what?
Yeah, okay. Such a sweet boy.
Oh well.
Love you, Fred. Oh. You gave up your privacy when you came into this world, okay? On the radio. Okay, so we're gonna season all these. Make sure they all kind of, you're able to see all the pieces, so all the pieces get the seasoning. Ready? Steady? Are you ready? Just season one side, it'll be fine. Okay, so we did salt and pepper. We're gonna do a very little bit of garlic powder. A little bit. Hello, just say hello. A little bit of onion powder. Little bit. Our onions are looking real nice. Hello. We're gonna put the carrots in. Let's do that. We're gonna salt and pepper the carrots. Clean up. Clean this mess. You know, that's another thing that drives me absolutely mad. If I'm in the living room and I look into the kitchen and where I'm sitting, I could see crumbs on the countertop. Like, come here. I'm gonna show you. Okay, can you see that? Who did that? Oh wait, I did that with the salt. Never mind. But seriously, sometimes there's crumbs all over the countertop after I've cleaned the counter really well. And then I have to ask who the culprit is. But I already know who it is. We're gonna hike the heat up a little bit to cook these carrots. You know what? Should I put a couple more carrots in? Maybe. Am I gonna? Yes. 2 tablespoons more. Okay, drink break. How about people who drink like that? That you could hear their throat muscles clenching the liquid. You want to just give them a roundhouse? No. There's no place for violence anywhere. And I mean that. But I do get a little upset when I hear mouth noises. I try not to do the mouth noises myself. It happens sometimes. I get it. And my husband doesn't like when I crunch on things, but I'm a crunchy eater. I love things that are crunchy. He doesn't like that. I don't like the wet mouth noises. I have to clean up after my pig son. I would never say that. I'll edit that out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna saute everything that's in there. The onions, we cooked them slow and low, and they're getting caramelized, okay? And then we threw the carrots in there, salt, pepper. We're gonna saute that, and then we're gonna saute the veal, okay, on high. We're gonna punch it, just so the flavor of what we seasoned sticks to the veal. And then after that, we're gonna throw some wine in, and I'll be back. Okay, so we sauteed the carrots a little bit. They don't really need to be sauteed or get soft because this is gonna be cooking for a couple of hours because this has to get tender, so the carrots will get tender. So we're gonna hike the heat up and sear these bad boys. Yeah, especially for the onion carrot ratio, 3 is plenty. This I will save because I'm making something special for my husband. You want to see how the meat looks while I'm sauteing it? Okay. This is what it looks like. Let's check it up. This is what it looks like, okay? So we're going to saute that a little bit more, and then we're going to deglaze the pan with some white wine. White wine. It's called Whitehaven. Smell everything. That smells nice. That's nice. Sauvignon Blanc. Saute, saute, saute. Chante, chante, chante. Plie, plie, plie. You didn't think that I remembered the stuff from my days in school days, did you? But I do. On the radio. You generally want to put the wine in when there's less pink. There still could be pink in there, but when it's generally less pink. And since we did put a little extra meat in, I'm gonna, let me see. I might put another little slab of butter in, or whatever's left. We're doing good. We're making good time, kids. You know what? I was absolutely right about how many carrots that I cut. I'm gonna put more carrots in there. Oh. The rest of them, it's science.
Blinded me with science!
So now that there's barely any pink in the pan, we're going to put some wine in it. You ready? That's enough. Well, hopefully you have a life that you don't want to do guilt from. So that's nothing to joke about. Don't do guilt unless you have a rug and you're going down the steps and you're going head first. Guilt. Did you guys ever do that as kids? You have to cook it out. You have to. Now, there is plenty of liquid in there, but if you do not have enough liquid or you see it dwindles a little bit, you can also put a little chicken broth in it. A little bit, you know, just to... Although I try not to. I try to keep it, like, it's thicker from, you know, the onions and the carrots and then the butter, so I try not to thin it out. But if you have to, put some chicken broth in it. And guess what? I'm going to get a lid because this is getting covered. That's how this bad boy gets tender. The alcohol has to, you know, evaporate. We're going to save for another meal. Let's give it a good mix. I'll let you take a look before it goes night-night. Say goodnight. We're going to put the lid on and we're going to lower this to 3. Okay. And then I'll show you when it's all done over some cauliflower rice and over some pasta. See you in a bit. Okay, it's been about an hour and we're just checking on our little veal. So I know that it's not done, but I'm just gonna show you about how done it is. So that is about 1/3 of the way done. So probably need at least another 1.5 hours maybe. I'll be back to check. Okay, it has now been 3.5 hours later, but I did not leave it on for about 45 minutes to an hour because I went to my niece's walkathon, but it's done. I'm gonna shut it off. Look how beautiful. Look how tender. I don't know if you could see. Let me try to look, come right apart. Look at that. I think it just needs a little bit of salt and it's done, and then it goes over pasta, and I'm going to show you the finished product. Okay. Penne Regate, Mr. Regate. Gonna plate my husband's dinner. Beautiful. There's the dinner tonight. Veal Genovese. I'm gonna plate my mom's.
Of course.
She's having cauliflower rice. Okay, no hot pepper,
And then it
right?
melts in. I can break it up into another
There's
piece.
the over cauliflower rice.
Piece.
How's dinner?
Delicious.
How's dinner?
As long as Mama likes it, I'm happy.
How's dinner, Mom?
Very good. Thank
There you go.
How's dinner, Maury?
Maury,
Perfection.
She's playing with the food over there.
I think it's delicious.
There's a mystery meat in here.